Good morning, children. Myself Anil sir, and we are here at the e-learning platform of St. Michael's Academy, Chowni Betia. So this is class 6th, geography section. Class 6th, geography segment, lesson 3. So in the earlier video, we have seen the meaning of latitudes, the features of latitudes, as well as some important latitudes or parallels of latitudes, like that of equator, Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, Arctic Circle, Antarctic Circle, North Pole, South Pole, like that. So today we will deal with heat zones. So I am reading the content of the book. The latitudes mentioned in the table demarcate certain zones of similar temperature conditions and divides the world into 3 heat zones. Rays of the sun reach the earth vertically or almost directly overhead only within the tropic or on either side of the equator. Since the earth is a sphere, the sun's rays slant as we move away from the tropics towards the poles. So we see that there are 3 heat zones. We see that there are 3 heat zones, and these heat zones are there on the basis of important parallels of latitudes. So parallels of latitudes are the determining factors, determining areas where the heat zones fall or where the heat zone is named. So let us deal with that figure wise. So we see the figure of a globe, and we also find the important latitudes. 0 degree equator is there, 23rd and half degree north, Tropic of Cancer is there. At 66 and half degree north we have Arctic Circle. At 90 degree north there is North Pole. That is all about in northern hemisphere. When we come to southern hemisphere, then 23rd and half degree south there is Tropic of Capricorn. At 66 and half degree south there is Antarctic Circle, and at 90 degree it is South Pole, 90 degrees south. So we see that the important latitudes or parallels of latitudes are given there, and on the basis of that we will or we can find out the heat zones. So starting from equator, from equator or from 0 degree latitude to 23rd and half in both the hemispheres. When I talk of both the hemispheres, it means in northern hemisphere as well as in southern hemisphere. So from 0 degree to 23rd and half degree north as well as in south, it is called torrid zone. It is called torrid zone. So what is the extent of torrid zone? 0 degree, from 0 degree to 23rd and half degree north, and again from 0 degree to 23rd and half degree south, or taken together in both the hemisphere from 0 degree to 23rd and half degree. So it is all about torrid zone. Now we come to temperate zone. So 23rd and half degree north to 66 and half degree north, and 23rd and half degree south to 66 and half degree south. That region is known as temperate zone. So on the basis of these latitudes, we see that from Tropic of Cancer to Arctic Circle, and again from Tropic of Capricorn to Antarctic Circle, it is a region of temperate zone. Now we come to frigid zone that lies in 66.5 degree north up to 90 degree north, and again in the same fashion from 66.5 degree south to 90 degree, that is up to South Pole. So we see that there are three heat zones. There are three heat zones, namely torrid zone, temperate zone and frigid zone. And extent wise, let us see, from 0 degree to 23.5 degree in both the hemisphere, it is torrid zone. Again from 23.5 degree to 66.5 degree in both the hemispheres, it is called temperate zone. And again from 66.5 degree to 90 degree in both the hemisphere, it is called frigid zone. So three heat zones are there, and these are based on the important latitudes. Language wise, it is also given here. The torrid zone lies between the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, that is from 23.5 degree north to 23.5 degree south, that is its extent. As the sun rays fall there vertically overhead all year, this zone receives the maximum heat. The word torrid means heat. So this zone, torrid zone, gets the maximum heat, receives the maximum heat because the sun rays fall here vertically, or there is a vertical fall of sun rays, and that is why this zone receives the maximum sun rays and becomes maximum heated. Second, the temperate zone lies between the Tropic of Cancer and Arctic Circle in the northern hemisphere, and between the Tropic of Capricorn and Antarctic Circle in the southern hemisphere. So we can say that from 23.5 degree to 66.5 degree in both the hemisphere. In both the hemisphere, this is the extent of temperate zone. The word temperate means moderate. This zone has moderate temperatures as sun rays slant a little. Moderate means neither too hot nor too cold. So it is moderate there because of the slanting nature of sun rays. Now let us see the third heat zone named as frigid zone. The frigid zone lies between the Arctic Circle and the North Pole in the northern hemisphere, and between the Antarctic Circle and South Pole in the southern hemisphere. The sun rays fall here at an extreme slant and hardly rise above the horizon. As a result, the region remains cold throughout the year, especially in winters. The word frigid means cold. So extent wise, we see that frigid zone lies between 66.5 degree to 90 degree in both the hemispheres. From 66.5 to 90 degree. And here in this region, there is extreme cold, especially in winters. And it is why? Because the sun rays fall here at an extreme slant. Because of the slanting nature of the sun rays, there is extreme cold, or there is coldness there in that region. So we see that the heat zones are named on the basis of important latitudes. That is one criteria, and another criteria is that it is all about the nature of sun rays also that decides the heat zones. So we have seen that in torrid zones the sun rays fall vertically overhead, and that is why this area remains somewhat heater. The torrid means heat. In the same way, we have seen that in the temperate zone the sun rays are not vertical, it starts slanting and the temperature becomes moderate, where it is not too hot nor too cold. And in the frigid zone the sun rays become extremely slant, and as a result of that there is no heat or less heat, and the area or region remains cold throughout the year, and particularly in winters. So in this way we have seen heat zones on the basis of important latitudes, and the sun rays also play an important role in that. So in this video we have dealt with heat zones only. In the next video we will deal with longitudes and its features and its importance. So till then, thank you.